This is Luxury by Design. Luxury by Design.
A day in the life of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, a consistent guest of the Forbes wealthiest list, and one of the world's best investors in any field. He is literally too famous to have a need to be introduced. With a net worth of $88.9 billion and managing over 60 companies worldwide, do you ever wonder how an 89-year-old conglomerate like him is able to handle all these responsibilities? If you are amongst those people who do, then keep watching as we show you a day in the life of Warren Buffett, the world's fourth richest man. But before we get into it, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell to keep updated for more videos to come. Morning routine. Practicing the attitude of being organised in all the things that you do is no doubt a huge factor towards success. And apparently, the Oracle of Omaha sticks to this ideology so much that he was able to stay as a close friend of another magnate who is also as organised as he is, Microsoft's big boss, Bill Gates. Buffett wakes up at 6:45 a.m. Well, not as early as others do, but it is in his affirmations that he has no desire of waking up at 4 a.m. Not even a bit, because waking up when it's still dark is really not his thing. Being a devoted book lover, Buffett starts his day by reading books and always practices this habit every single day. He then spends an hour or so to work out. Breakfast routine. Buffett has always reiterated that he loves junk food and that he has a diet of a 6-year-old, despite his exact age of 89 years old. After his workout, he takes himself to McDonald's to have his regular breakfast in his most favourite fast food chain. 2 sausage patties with an egg or cheese sandwich. Either of them would only take him 5 minutes to order, which he pays with cash right after. He also confessed that he loves strawberry milkshakes and is a devoted lover of Coca-Cola, a beverage company which he partly owns, in which he would drink 5 cans per day wherever he is. Work routine. As the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, he observes timeliness in terms of reporting to work. That is typically 9 a.m. Basically, the starting office hours of the stock market. He goes to work wearing his Madame Lee design suits, which he has 20 pairs free of charge, and nothing else. The moment he gets into his office, he goes straight over to his 50-year-old desk, and again, spends so much time reading 5 different newspapers, which he loves to do, starting with his most favourite one, the OMAHA World Herald, a company that he also purchased in 2011. Buffett has repeatedly said in several interviews the statement, "Read 500 pages every day. That's how knowledge works. It builds up like a compound interest." This tycoon takes reading books and printed materials very seriously, because this is something that helps him a lot to keep himself from making impulsive decisions in business. He even barely checks his phone or watches television. Lunch at McDonald's. Being head over heels with McDonald's, the fast food chain, has always been a top pick for this magnate philanthropist. Aside from having his daily breakfast there, he also would take people out for lunch at his most favourite dine-in spot. And when we say people, it's not just limited to his employees at work. Who'd have thought that a multimillionaire business tycoon would treat his close friends to McDonald's, and even more, treat them by using coupons. Yes, Warren Buffett, the fourth richest man in the world, once bought his closest friend Bill Gates a meal at McDonald's using the coupons he earned for being a regular at the fast food giant. From time to time, he also buys snacks for everyone in his office at the same exact place, but at least no longer paid for through coupons. Games after work. It is said that you can be true friends with those whom you share the same energy with. And perhaps this is why Buffett and Gates have been friends for so long. They share almost the same hobbies, such as card games. After a long day of analysing stock market behaviours at work, the investment tycoon personally drives his old Cadillac DTS back home and invites his friends, like Bill Gates, over to play a good game of contract bridge, a trick-tracking card game. And he does this as leisure to unwind, even though you wouldn't notice him actually being wound up in the first place. Buffett also is notable for playing the game with anyone he sees, even if it means playing with a fifth grader on the bench in the middle of a park. According to him, this game is the best exercise for the brain. Golfing at playing golf course. Compared to other CEOs, Buffett's not the type who spends a lot of time on his hobbies, except golf. He enjoys hitting the green once in a while to play some golf, but take note of this. Despite his love of doing his hobby, he doesn't spend thousands of bucks on fancy golf clubs. Even if just playing on an artificially installed golf course, he really doesn't mind. Dinner at OMAHA EATERY. After doing his favourite recreational activities, such as playing bridge or golf, the business tycoon goes for a drive with his wife to Gorat Steakhouse for some dinner. Yes, apparently, it turns out that it's not only McDonald's where Warren Buffett falls head over heels. This OMAHA Eatery is also a top pick for the 89-year-old legendary investor, with a 6-year-old appetite. And parallel to his behaviour at McDonald's, Buffett also orders the same thing every time he goes to have his dinner at this steakhouse. A salad with blue cheese, a 22-ounce steak, with a double order of hash browns, and of course, a tall glass of his most favourite drink in the world, Coke, only with the cherry variation. Evening rituals. Average people would go Netflix and chill in the evening when it's hours before bedtime, right? But this multi-billionaire investor knows what he likes and sticks to it. Yes, you guessed it right, reading again. Apparently, if there's one thing that is really consistent to the life of this ultimate business tycoon, that would be start the day with reading and end the day with reading as well. Because, well, by now, it might be safe to say that the Oracle of Omaha himself is an ultimate bookworm. He basically spends 80% of his day reading several books and reports, which he really doesn't mind doing. His bedtime. In everything he does, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway follows strict schedules, so much that it even dictates his sleep patterns. When it comes to a good night's rest, Buffett is usually in bed by 10:45 p.m. and makes sure that he gets a good, straight 8 hours of sleep every day. Perhaps this is the sole reason why, unlike most of the other businessmen and successful personalities who burn the midnight oil, Warren Buffett never starts his day earlier than 6 a.m. The saying, "early bird catches the worm," probably won't work for the fourth richest man in the world. Yet the axiom, "early to be, early to rise," makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise, is adequate for the 89-year-old billionaire. That's it for this video of a day in the life of Warren Buffett. What do you think? Feel free to share your comments down below. Please continue to support our channel by hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel, and getting notified through the notification bell to keep updated for more videos like this.